Pokimane did not kill Melee. That is a terrible theory. Might be the worst thing I've ever heard. By the way, guys, rate the fit. Rate the fit. If you rate it poorly, you have no taste. None. Absolutely none. Welcome back. We had an announcement where we were informed by EVO that Smash will not be making a return appearance. This is before they made their game announcement. So there was still, it still wasn't confirmed that Smash would be there. But Smash Ultimate has been the most registered and viewed game on at EVO, I think the last 2 years or so. Something like that. The last 2 years they were active. And then Melee before that, also very successful up until Melee was no longer a part of it and they kicked us out for whatever reason because they're stupid, etc. But yeah, it was very, very likely that Smash Ultimate would be there. There's probably no chance that Melee was going to be there. Granted, we're kind of old. We require CRTs, or at least we used to. And Mr. Wizard secretly hated us, in my opinion. But they couldn't get rid of Ultimate because Ultimate is just way too big. And it was their #1 game, whereas we were falling into like the 3rd or 4th slot here and there. It was pretty much guaranteed that Ultimate would be there if they had the opportunity. However, Nintendo had something to say about that. Nintendo decided to not allow Smash to be at EVO for this upcoming year. Now, there's a couple reasons for that. I don't think it's extremely surprising for a couple reasons. One, Sony bought out EVO recently. Now, I don't think it's a huge deal that another publisher's game exists on something owned by Sony, but it is Nintendo, so they're definitely going to do that. Nintendo historically overprotective of their IP, so they will literally try to find any fucking excuse to not let their IP exist outside of their own terms. And Sony owning this would be a big reason for Nintendo to just be like, nah. But Nintendo will find any reason, right? They've literally tried to stop it from existing even after, you know, Melee raised a bunch of money for charity. They've shut down multiple things for no fucking reason. This is what they do. So beyond that, beyond Sony just buying Nintendo, the other reason could be that Nintendo is just being Nintendo and they are planning a circuit with Panda, and in their eyes, this is a competitor, so they don't want to allow it. Nothing about this is incredibly surprising. Now, does that make it a dogshit decision? Yes. That's still a terrible decision to essentially gut EVO of the biggest game, gut Smash from the biggest fighting game stage, rob a bunch of fans of their excitement for this event and to see Smash at this level. It was to be expected, but it's still sad and it's still frustrating. It's still dumb as hell. And a bunch of people were upset about it. It's funny because when this came out, I didn't really talk about it. I am so beat up and tired of all this Nintendo shit over the last like decade plus. Like we're nearing 2 decades, folks, that I've had to deal with this. I just don't know what to say anymore. I've been on the front lines of this shit, and you know I have. And then the last time when I said something, it wasn't just it was like then I had to deal with the community harassing me for it, even after I apologized for it. I didn't say the right thing, but like it was clear where I stood at least. I was still Nintendo. But after that, I'm just like, dude, nothing's going to change. People are still going to post their live reacts to Sephiroth and shit like that. People are still going to support Nintendo. So what the fuck am I fighting for? All I'm doing is getting harassed. Nothing's changing. Let it happen to Smash. Fuck it. So, I don't really say anything anymore. I really don't. Like, I still stand where I stand. I still am Team Nintendo. I'm done fighting. There's no fight left in me, chat. I'm done. He quit on us and let the big N win. Yep. The fire's out, chat. Can't do it no more. I've been fighting a giant for the last decade plus. There were several points where I thought we could win. And to see the rest of the community not only not stand together for it, but also, like, after I fucked up, because I did fuck up with what I said, but harass the shit out of me for it, I'm just done. I don't care. And I don't mean like the cool people. The cool people are cool. They'll always stay cool. But the way I've been treated in the Smash community lately makes me feel like I don't want to fight for shit. In my mind, I'm saying fuck them. To be honest, like, I got my stream. I got my homies. I like watching Melee. I like watching Ultimate. The rest, fuck it. Yeah, I'm entering my, not grumpy old man arc, wise, above it all arc. I'm done with it. I'm through. I was just tired of being the main punching bag of Smash. Yes, thank you, Falcon. You guys understand, right? Like, it's one thing, like, to battle the enemy, But then on top of that, your own boys are just talking shit on you too. It's like, then who's got my back? I'm out. Like, my intentions when I go against Nintendo is for the sake of the community, the health of the community. Like, I deeply cared about the community. And granted, I didn't say the right thing, but when I saw them using that as a way or an excuse to harass me and make constant jokes and tweet at me nonstop, just all this bullshit, then I was like, well, what the f am I defending? And in my mind, the scene now is not what I once loved. I'll be honest with you guys. It really isn't. The drama feeding, I slightly fell out of love for the Smash community over the last couple months. How could I not, right? If I get shit talked nonstop, and a lot of these people are using my dislike of Nintendo to talk shit about me, then how am I going to turn around and say, oh, I still love the Smash community, I got their back, I'm going to fight for it? Like, it's changed to the point where I don't know if I want to fight for it. Straight up. What do you think changed the scene? 2020. I think all the shit that went down 2020, while some of it was right because some people that were bad for the scene left, it also, like, empowered this cave-dwelling dog shit, just bottom feeder subsect of the Smash community that is now louder than ever. And all they do is harass, create drama, fuel toxicity, and never show up to tournaments. And that's part of the not just Melee scene, but the Smash scene in general now. And I fucking hate it. It's trash. It's not the scene I once loved. So, like, even if Nintendo has made this impossible to turn into a fruitful career, you still had your community to battle with, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were one, right? But then ever since that, it just turned into something else. It gave a whole lot of toxicity, a whole lot of voices. And it's turned into just a nightmare to be a part of. For men, for women, it's just been a shit show for anyone who wants to see it thrive. Like, these people don't want Smash to thrive. They just want to be toxic as fuck, and they're making this place a shithole. And I don't know what you do about that. But it ain't the community I loved, for sure. So that's where I'm at with the scene, and that's one of the reasons why I've been kind of inactive on it, because it just hasn't been nice being online. The recent thing with Westballs made me want to be like, I'm not going to let this shit win. And then it all came most to a head with this Westballs thing, where that whole, like, accusation or whatever was so full of fucking shit that I'm like, no, I can't just keep staying quiet and let this shit continue. Like, I have to fucking respond, shut this stupid shit down, and then grow my shit again. Because I can't let this kind of shit fester and win. Do you guys remember that Westball says he was going to reply tomorrow to my tweet, and then he went ahead and never replied to anything? Isn't that interesting? Fuck him and fuck them too. Fucking idiots. Yeah, no, Westballs didn't say shit about it. He just went, like, on Twitter and then started posting, like, the worst person in the world is live, I guess, like sarcastically, meanwhile not addressing shit. And then, like, just being like, so what? I guess I'm a bad person sometimes. Isn't everybody? It's like, dude, just answer the fucking thing that you literally said. If I didn't apologize, you would show the DMs, and then I fucking showed the DMs, and now you're just playing I guess I'm a bad person. It's like, no, you are. That's why no one fucks with you. How do you go out and say shit like that when literally the last interaction we had was me trying to help you for hours? Yeah, absolutely called his bluff. He's trying to still exist by being like, oh, I guess I'm a bad person, like doing the whole, like, sarcasm thing instead of like, well, why don't you actually apologize? Like, you got called out. All the DMs got put out. It's like, oh shit, I guess I was wrong. Nope, not from Wes. So, like, that's the kind of shit I don't want to let win, and that's why I want to be more active now. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been tweeting a lot more. I'm just trying to get my bearings back into being active and out there. But anyways, that to be more active does not necessarily mean that I'm gonna fight for the scene more or some shit, whatever you want to call it. I just want to exist more and not be concerned with that shit or let that shit win. I know there's gonna be another video about me at some point. Someone's just gonna put something else up. But I'm gonna be out there in spite of it. But yeah, EVO. EVO! Nintendo taking Smash out of EVO. Oh shit. But yeah, no, that was just me explaining why the Nintendo announcement, like, I barely said anything. I was like, oh, Nintendo shut us down. Okay, cool. Because the fight for the community has kind of left my... It's kind of left me. And it's just like... It's more of the same stuff from Nintendo. And then I don't have the same love for the scene that I used to. But like I said, I still love the homies. I still love the sub pub. I still love the game. I still love watching. And all that. But the scene's changing, for sure. In my opinion. I don't know if it'll ever be the same. I don't think it can. Yeah, and I'm not trying to say that the old scene was perfect. It definitely wasn't. Clearly. And I bet I could talk to a whole lot of other people who have been around for a while, and they'll say the same thing. Hell, I could probably talk to people who've been around since 2016. As late as 2016, and they'll still probably feel the same way. No, and Melee's not getting bigger right now. No, Melee's stagnating for a bunch of reasons, in my opinion, which is a shame. We've been bumping our heads on the ceiling for a while, and we're not doing the right things to break through that. I'm still hoping the circuit will be fine, the upcoming one with Panda, but as we can see, I think we could clearly see that from this announcement, it comes at a price. We still don't know what the full price is yet, because we still don't have details on that event, but one of the costs is losing out on an event like EVO. And I'm sure there are more costs to come. So somebody said that PTAS addressed this EVO thing very, very well. So I want to see what he had to say. The question you all should be asking isn't, will PlayStation let Smash be at EVO? It's, will Nintendo let Smash be at PlayStation EVO? Yes. Yeah. PlayStation, I don't think PlayStation stopped Smash from existing at EVO. Alrighty. But yeah, so no EVO. So what does it mean, right? I don't think it changes anything. I've said this before, Smash doesn't necessarily need EVO. However, it is bad for us to lose that stage. It's bad for the people that loved going to EVO and having a nice Vegas tournament. What's cool is that Double Down will now be in Vegas that month. Not cool for me because I had my hotel booked and now I need to figure out, because I have to go to Vegas. But yeah, it sucks for the people who are looking forward to it. It sucks for the views that it would have gotten. And as for Melee hasn't been at EVO for a while, so it changes nothing about Melee. But Ultimate will be fine without it too. I think I saw MKLeo tweet out that he might now go down as the final Smash champion at EVO, which is a cool title to have. Props to him. Yes, actually, Obi-Wan, that is 100% true. For other fighting games to not be at EVO, it is way more impactful. Correct. Smash is the least affected by not being at EVO. So if it had to be somebody, it had to be us. And to be honest, the main reason that is because we've learned to exist without Nintendo for so long. And to exist without the bevy of opportunities we would have had if Nintendo wasn't Nintendo. So we've learned to adapt. We have evolved. Life could be easier, but it is what it is. That's all I really have to say about the EVO announcement. If you were here, you're a real one. And if you just hung out, like I said, for the other Smash stuff, cool. Thank you for hanging out. Peace out. I will see you next time. I think you should have your face as your profile picture. It's good for the scene. Look at Leffen, a prime example. Leffen, a man who is... Leffen, what the f*** is this? Please. All right. Mango. Good example. Mango. There we go. Top. God damn it. Everyone knows what they look like. That's fine.